All right. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Halayim Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Harachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, who taught us his truth. Honors and salutations to the elect, and to the men that died doing the work of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahshai, because they shut of us first. To the men, women, and children that believe on the true name of the Father and the Son, which the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahweh Shai, he is the deliverer, because he's come to deliver us out of this captivity that we're in. My name is Maka Allah Ben Gab Ben Yasharala, the Church of Philadelphia camp here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Once again, coming back at you with another one. All right, as the title says, Wars and Rumors of Wars update. All right, so I have an article here going into that whole situation going on in um Iran. You know, which hey man, they the Carmenians, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Carmenians that the scriptures speak about the second Ezra's. You know, they're remembering their wild ways and all that. The so-called Muslims and all that, man. So like they are, you know, you gotta go back to what Donald Trump's era when he was president for the 4 years, and they put down that major thing. He was a military head over there in Iran, man, and they killed him. But about like I said, when Trump was in office, man. All right, so these people they want revenge, man. All right, so they're not playing with America. They ain't playing with Babylon, none of that. All right, they on Babylon's ass, you know, and you know they had everything is prophecy, man. All right, so I'm gonna read this article real fast. Lord's willing, this is edifying, you know. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's go here first. Um, while these people is partying and playing, you got Jake waking up, man. A lot of Jake waking up, and they realizing like, damn, like the one dude, he's like, this, we at war, we're at war, you know. Why would he say that? Because he know what's going on. Well, yeah, he got some idea, but this is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, and let's start at verse 1, because it's like if I want to get the point where it goes into the time of war, so that's where we actually at. All right, there you go. It's verse 8, but I'm gonna start at verse 1. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1, it says, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck up that which is planted." All right. So yo, the Lord is trying to pluck up this place. The harvest is right, man. All right, for Babylon to be done. All right. It says a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get, and a time to lose. And yo, you better be prepared to lose a lot. All right. He's supposed to, but what the scripture says, with all our getting, get understanding. So he's supposed to have the got all that understanding in that time, you know, because the Lord is about to like, listen, man, this place, judgment is at hand, man. All right. That's why I'm reading the scripture right here. It says a time to cast, a time to lose, a time to keep, and a time to cast away. So you're gonna have to cast away a lot. First of all, you gotta cast away this world, man. All right. It says a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time for peace. And where are we at now? We're at the time of war. That's what the Lord is a man of war. All right, and he's bringing the war to Babylon. You know, all the other nations, man, that they're sick of this place. They've been tired. You know, the scriptures tells you, let the weak say that I'm strong. All right, but this the article I have here. See on what's that news break? It says preparing for a war 45 years in the making. All right, y'all, these elites, everything that they do is already calculated. It's been written down. You know, they thought that they was, to be of the elite, you have to be in that 1% basically, and they got all the secrets to the society. That's why they call it secret society. You know, they had these little meetings. You know, they go there, sit down and discuss the plans for the next however many years. So if you look at a lot of movies from the 80s, it's predicting right now. But the Lord put the spirit on them for them to do that. All right, which we know it through the spirit, through the scriptures, man. All right, so right now is a time we're in a time to be planning, a time, because a lot of things have been exposed with these pastors. I was talking about he was talking about longevity, basically, prosperity. None of that's going to come into full effect because it's not the time for that. All right, you gotta know what season that you're living in. All right, so this is an article, like I said, it says preparing for a war, 45 years in the making. All right, it says in the 1970s, Iran it began to transform from the dictatorship under U.S. and under and UK backed Shah Mohammed Reza Pahlavi Lazai. It says into the theocracy led initially and oh man, I can't read these guys' names, man. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, I'll show it to you. That one, the last name on there on the bottom, if you can see it. It's a little blurry. Salakia for that. But it says, despite enormous economic growth in the country, religious leaders, the followers, had felt disfranchised by the secular turn the government had taken in the almost 40 years of rule by Shah. This frustration came to a boil on September 8th, 1978, with the incident referred to as the Jilaha Square Massacre. All right. So look, man, like I said, all these things are calculated. All right, and it's just coming into basically like you gotta figure it's like a religious war. All right, this thing is turning into a religious war because, as the scriptures say, like you got the NWO. They want one world religion, one world government, one world everything. All right, so that's what they're basically trying to bring into to order. That's why they're talking about the religious leaders, and it's coming to the point where they're gonna this truth because we tell the truth. The Bible's not a religious book, man. The Bible is a history book. All right, you got to be we're spiritual people. So we ain't on that, religion. Because the word religion, if you really look it up, it goes into the Greek word religio, which means to hold back. All right, so they're not telling you the whole truth. They're telling you what truth they want you to know. Just like you had that holy war between the Christian Crusade and the Muslims. All right, so now all they're doing is just fighting for they're fighting for their way of life. All right, which you had a Pope, he was speaking about it, and he wanna basically it just all boils down to the Roman Catholicism, man. All right, they want to be that one world everything, but at the end of the day, it's not going to happen because the one world government is going to be the Israelites on top, man. All right, it's going to be the Israelites on top. But it says with at least 64 people killed, some estimates take this total to over 100, and many others injured by the Iranian military from protesting the government. All right, so you're going to have that insurrection. I was going Second Ezra, was at the 15th chapter. It speaks about the insurrection, and you had Donald Trump. He was on trial for that whole situation that happened at the forgot the name of the building, Capitol building, if I'm not mistaken, and they ran down on that. Hey, Shalom, bro. Y'all Bashim Ashai, Bashim Arachakodas Brakada. But they had that insurrection when people ran up in the White House and all that. Well, not the White House. I think it was the Capitol building. So scripture speaking. Matter of fact, let me get that scripture. Real fast. It's the Second Ezra, the 15th chapter. And all that was doing was giving you these guys is funny as hell. They got the rainbow up there, but the rainbow represents the Lord, not going to destroy the earth again with water. That was a promise. But they, what Esau did was they came and they tried to defile it. Anything that the Lord does on the left hand side, these people try to make a chant, try to make a mockery of it. All right. This guy, man, this dude is funny as hell, man. You want to see the LGBTQ, nigga? Anyway, man, I ain't paying y'all niggas no mind. Scripture say, resist the devil and he shall flee from you. All right. So let's go ahead. Second Ezra chapter 15. And hold on, let's get it real fast. Just give me 1 second, bear with me. All right. Bear with me. Now, right now, you have at this time, man, you got a whole situation going on with these people. They're not regarding what their government officials are saying. They're going against it because they're starting to figure out that they full of shit. So these people, they're waking up, just like you had brother did a video earlier, and he was going into like them small hats, and it was a Jake that walked in there. He was dressed like him. He crashed their party basically, man. And those people, they was angry. He was, you're gonna have a lot of that, man. God, like I said, it's a war. War was a war update. You're gonna have it's a lot. Just bear with me. You're gonna have a whole bunch of civil unrest. People going against each other. All that stuff. That's right, brother. Let me block this fool real quick. All right, let's see if I can do it. All right, here we go. Just got out of here, man. It's freaks, man. Yo, Con. I saw a whole bunch of scoffers out here, man. Hey, Shalom, yo, bro. Yabashian Shai, Bashira Kakodas Brakada. But yo, they can scoff. That's what they supposed to do. They supposed to scoff because they're angry that their whole they're angry that their kingdom is being brought to the ground. All right. It's being brought to naught. So they want to come at the ones that know the truth. They're coming at all they doing is coming at the Lord, man. Cause we are we're set up, to come out here and speak the truth. My brother got up here. God, matter of fact, I'm gonna grab that, bro, real quick. Hebrews chapter 10 and 30. Grab that. Then we gonna hop back into this article. But I wanted to get the insurrection. If a brother could bring that out when it talks about the insurrection of it's the book of Hebrews, chapter 10. It's a lot. And now verse 30. My fella started verse 29. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 29, it says, of how much sore punishment suppose ye shall he be thought worthy, who have trodden underfoot the Son of the Most High, and have counted the blood of the covenant wherewith he was sacrificed, an unholy Salakia, an unholy thing, and hath done despite unto the Spirit of grace. For we know him that hath said, vengeance belongeth unto me. I will recompense, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah. And again, Yahweh Shema Shah shall judge his people. And that's right, man. You go and judge his people. All right. Yo, hey, man, plain and simple. He's going to judge his people, man. And you got a whole bunch of, let's get this guy out of here, too. You got a whole bunch of guys coming on as scoffers, man. Coming on as scoffing, but they don't even dig what they're doing to themselves, man. So that's how pay him no mind. Scripture say, resist the devil, he shall flee from you, all right? But hop back into this article. It says, with at least 64 people killed, some estimates take this total to over 100. And many others, it says, and many others injured by the Iranian military for protesting the government. The populace of Iran began an uprising on January 17, 1979. All right. It says the Shah took flight. Salakia, spare with me, man. A whole bunch of dumb shit going on. These niggas is crazy. It says the Shah took flight from Iran in a move mirrored the controversy. Initially, the move was attributed to the Shah health, which was said to require treatment available only in the United States. Eventually, it was admitted that he was exiling himself from the country, admitting that his monarchical regime would not survive the uprising that was building. All right, so all these things is going back to some times, man. There's nothing new under the sun. There's been some beef between these people in Babylon for a long time. All right. Nah, Salaka, that's not the verse, brother. I know it's in the Apocrypha, when it talks about the Carmanians remembering their wild ways. I know it's in Second Ezra somewhere. I just can't think of it right offhand. Baba Kasai, if he could find it, the water, I appreciate that. All right, it says the contention between the religious leaders in Iran and the United States and Britain began in 1953. See that? So it's all holy wars. Everything is nothing on the sun, like I said. With the overthrow of democratically elected Prime Minister Mohammed uh Mossad Diaz, right? So like yo, listen, the Holy Wars, all right. Now you look up the Holy War that first happened. I can't remember what year it was. You know what? Matter of fact, I'll look it up real quick. But this all about religious and control things, man. All right, and that's why you got Iran going at this, Iran coming at America, uh, China, Russia, Ukraine, and they're all fighting for their land back. You know, they're fighting for their territory, which was already established. You know, but at the end of the day, what they don't realize is that Yasharal is the next ones, the underdogs. The Lord is always about the underdog. You know, He's always about the underdog. And we got next, man. We're the next rulers of this planet, man. All right, so hold on. Let's keep going. It says Mossad had nationalized the British-owned oil industry in Iran, a move supported by Iran's national parliament. The coup d'etat that returned the Shah to power was carried out by the Iranian military with support from both the U.S. and the U.K. And check it out. Now you got over there, right? It's a heavy oil industry. The Iranians, they got a lot of oil. All right. Iran, Iraq, you know, what's the other one? Saudi Arabia, if I'm not mistaken. I know you got Africa, got a lot of oil and everything. But that's the whole reason they want control of the resources. That's all this thing is about, is control of resources. That's why, you had the petrodollar. It went from being backed by gold and silver to being backed by the oil. All right. Now when you look on your dollar bills and everything, it says it's a legal note tendency for all matters private, and something else it says on there, you know. But it's backed by nothing. It's backed by your hope. That's why they're trying to fight these wars. And this war right here between which we just started with the US and Iran, your gas prices is about to hit the effing ceiling, man. You know? About to hit the ceiling. Yo, that's one of them, bro. With the water. All right, yeah, because they're about to go against their kings and everything. Second Ezra, chapter 2, Salakia. Second Ezra, chapter 15 and 16, uh, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power." And that's right. It says a man shall desire to go into 17. It says a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Khan, that's right, brother. The water for that. Because that's what's basically what's going on, man. Hold on, let's get this other fool out of here too, man. You gotta put these guys on timeout, these scoffers. That's because that's it. But yo, the water for that, bro. Because yeah, Khan, you got that sedition is coming. Cause they don't, these people, they're getting tired of this society, this government, and the Lord has already spoken it. So the people, you're gonna have civil wars. Look what's going on where you have Elder sent me a video on what was it? It was Mexican cartel coming through the border, and they had a shootout with the police. Right here in Babylon, coming through the Mexican border and all that, man. So it's the beginning, yo. That's the beginning of Jacob's trouble. We're at hand. It's at hand, man. All right. It's good with the brother got up here, warrior for Yahweh. Second Ezra chapter 15, 23. It says the fire is gone forth from his wrath, and hath consumed the foundations of the earth, and the sinners like the straw shall be kindled. That's right. They're going to be kindled. That is kindled. You know, because guess what, man? That's why all these wars. We're at the beginning. So I said this is a war of rumors, a war update. Cause these wars, all these wars, is going to turn. It's World War III. That's where we already at. It's at the beginning stages. Now they're going to usher in our MOT to the B. So we coming out here doing these videos and everything. We're enemies of the state, man. Like you had that movie with Will Smith back in the '90s, Enemy of the State, and you see what happened there, man. these scoffers, man. Got to put another one on timeout. All they do is just keep trying to regenerate channels, man. You know. But the Lord got them. All right, so let's keep going. Back in the article, it says, it says during his reign, the Shia continued to move the country into secularism against the wishes of religious leaders. All right, so that's why they was trying to they're following after the American traditions, man, the American policy and all that, man. All right. So these people, the nations, they're angry. You know, like I said, like you got what's that? Like the Chinese people, Moab. They went from their traditional garments to wearing suits and ties, trying to be like Babylon. You know, not even digging that. You know, it's gonna come to naught. You know, I mean, let's keep going. It says, known as the White Revolution, the Shia's reform led to demonstrations with Khomeini being one of the loudest voices against the government. The tensions between the Shia and Khomeini continue to grow as Khomeini was arrested twice and exiled from Iran in 1964 due to his protests against the government. All right, he was exiled from his own country. All right, hey, Shalom, brother. Y'all about to see on side. Check it out. Now, here we go. It says the tensions grew to the point that, as a matter of fact, this is going back. If you want to be particular with it, this is going back because, from 1619, if I'm not mistaken, to 1969, 1970. That's when, if that's the right dates, if I'm not mistaken, that's when our people started waking up, and now you start seeing all these conflicts go on. That's why they're saying this war was a war, 45-year war in the making. All right, was happening right now. But it says the tensions grew to the point that anti-government protests began turning to civil resistance in 1977. All right, the year I was brought to this freaking Babylonian Empire. A major jump in this came in August 1978 when a fire was set in Crimea Rex, killing by some estimates almost 500 people, with the fire originally blamed on agents of the government's secret police force. You see that? So hey, man, like I said, there's nothing new under the sun. So they're about to start coming for us in this truth. All right. The war is basically on the truth, man. Okay. So don't never get that twisted. The war is on the truth. The war, they're fighting for power of this place. And this is just history. All the tension that these people are, that they have going on, man, against each other. All right. Let's keep going. It says, it's a good article, man. This is a good article. It says that, what do I say? Here we go. It says, all right. It says, with the fire originally blamed on agents of the government's secret police force. And Obama, he had a secret police force, a force for just him. All right. But it says, The perpetrators were eventually determined to be Islamic extremists, militants seeking to ramp up demonstrations against the government. And yo, you see this right here? They're going to try to use that against us, man. Islam is the truth. Fucking clown, man. Put another one in timeout, man. These niggas is crazy. You know? But, yeah, man. Just keep going, man. But I gotta laugh at the comments that be coming on the comment board from these damn scoffers, man. You know? But it says this event particularly was the rumors of having been started by government agents stirred the anger of the people to point of revolution. See that? And yo, they're gonna do the same thing coming to this truth, man. They're gonna try to stir up the people to get angry. Cause going to what's that? Matthew the 24th chapter, where it says, and ye shall be hated by all men for my name's sake. We're gonna be hated by all men for doing the work Yahweh Shem Yahweh. We already hated. All right. It says this led to the November 4th, 1979, considered by many to be one of the darkest days for American Middle Eastern relations. It's going to get darker than that for America. It was the day that militants opposed to the Shah stormed the U.S. embassy in Tehran. And yo, what they just do over there? America's been being attacked over there in Iran. All right, heavy. They try and get them up out of here because Esau, you the new niggas of the planet, man. Nobody wants you in their company, in their country, man. All right, so the Lord is removing you. All right. It says the 52 Americans held hostage on the embassy compound were finally released on January 20, 1981. All right, it's a little history for you. All right. Let's talk about it. Oh, man, here we go. It says tensions between the two countries were rising based on the U.S. and the U.K. support provided to Shah through the years. Just 4 months before the release of the hostages, Iraq invaded Iran in September 1980. Unlike the Iranian Revolution, the invasion and the subsequent war was based on religious differences as opposed to secular versus religious rule. The two governments were built on differing sects of Islam, and their differences were much like the Catholics and Protestants of Ireland. All right, you see that, man? Slack it. Just bear with me. Gotta put another one on timeout. They love my page, man. You know? But hey, man, like, okay, so now you got the holy wars and everything. All right. And then look at the state over there now. You have the small hats, and you have the what's that? The Iranians or Pakistan, but I forgot the name of these dudes, man. They basically the same people. They look at them like, yo, y'all not those people of the book, man. All right, so you have a lot of contention because we are the city of peace, and if we was in our own homeland, it wouldn't be no wars. All right, so all that fighting for that land, you fighting for a lost cause, man. You know, these people is fighting for a lost cause. All right, but anyway, let's keep going. Salaki, I keep stopping because these guys is funny as hell. Another one goes in the timeout. Put them in their seats, man. That's what you do. Like, when these scoffers come on your channels, man, you don't pay them no mind. Just block them out and keep pushing. Because all they doing is showing themselves to be agents, man. Showing themselves to hate the Lord, man. you know. Anyway, let's keep going. Jump back in the article. It says just 4 months. It says just 4 months before the release of the hostages, Iraq invaded Iran in September 1980. Unlike the Iranian Revolution, the invasions and the subsequent war was based on religious differences as opposed to the secular versus the religious. And that's what they're trying to do now. That's why they want that world government. All right, reading this again, it says the two governments were built on differing sects of Islam, and their differences were much like the Catholics and Protestants in Ireland. It says over the next 8 years, the two battled and suffered combined losses estimated to be to be over 1 trillion, 100 trillion. I think that says dollars. It says the fact that the U.S. provided an abundance of financial, political, and logistical aid to Iraq only served to further the tensions between the U.S. and Iran. So this is an ongoing thing. All right, this is an ongoing thing. It's not going to stop until the Lord comes back and shuts this place down. And look at this. I'm gonna show you the map. All right, because the land right here, you got Saudi Arabia. I'm gonna show you Syria, Lebanon, Iraq, and Iran. You know, go right here. See the lands, right? And that big piece, not the red one, the one that's in white, can't. Well, that's Saudi Arabia. That's our land. That's our country. You know, and that's where it's going down. That's right there. But you just saw Salakia on the screen. That's the where the battle of Jehoshaphat is going to take place. But all those people, that's going over there, they're going to be put to death, and the Lord has to show them who's in charge. You know, and that's why you got right here, Babylon, man. These devils are so prideful. They trust in their weapons. They trust in this. They trust in all that, man. But at the end of the day, that's going to be their downfall. Because what you say, the scriptures say, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. All right, and them fools is going to die by the sword, man. All right. It says, it was during the 8 year war between Iran and between Iraq and Iran, that the U.S. President Ronald Reagan declared Iran to be a state sponsor of terrorism in 1984. By 2022, all right, Iran was considered to have no fewer than 13 proxy groups throughout the Middle East, combating the United States and its allies. Salakia. It says and its allies in the region. All right. So if they came at them and saying that they're terrorists, man, what you think they're going to do to us? All right. Because while we're coming in and we're in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Arachakadash, and we're telling you the truth. What's going to happen? Like you other nations, man, that's fighting, it's going to come to naught. You're fighting for no reason. You're fighting a lost battle. That's why we can sit back and laugh. Y'all scoff at us. We don't even scoff at you. We just tell the truth and laugh at you when y'all come scoffing, man. But let's keep going. It says the spread of the proxy groups covered the entire Middle East, from the Palestine territory eastward to Iran, from Yemen in the south of Syria on the Mediterranean Sea. It says most were placed such that they surrounded Iran's Achaemenid and the U.S.'s strongest ally in the region, Israel. All right, so Obadiah told you that basically Israel is going to draw them out into this war. All right, but you had when Israel started the Hamas and Israeli thing, Gaza and all that. That's what really brought America into this thing, man. All right, but they've been in it. You go to Ukraine, because they was back in Ukraine on the low, supposedly, not supposedly, but they was back in the rain. I mean, Salakia, Ukraine, and they had actually foot soldiers on the ground, speaking all English, man. They wasn't speaking Ukrainian. But see, they try to hide these things from the actual public, man. You know, this place been at war, man, and they lying to the people, trying to make it seem like everything's going to be cool. All right, because what the scripture say? Second Thessalonians, First Thessalonians, it says when they shall say peace and safety, you know, all hell going to break loose. And I've been having so many dreams about the hell breaking loose in this place, man. Like back to back to back, and the dreams is getting more intense every day, man. So like I say, man, you gotta pray. Always pray, man. Before you leave your house, before you do anything, pray to Yahweh Shem Yahshua that he be with you in these times are coming up. All right, it says in Lebanon and Syria, Iran backs Hezbollah. Syria also plays host to members of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Group Corps, IRGC. All right, like I always tell brothers, like I did a lesson the other day talking about calling your gods in that day, because they're calling on their gods, man, and their God is no gods, man. You know. They're going to see, and that's why the Lord is drawing all them out, all these nations out, because they had their time to rule and all that. So the reason why he's doing these things is to let them know that who he really loves, man, who his chosen are. All right. It says a branch of the Iranian military, Hamas, and the Palestinian Islamic Jihad are to be found in the Palestinian territories, most notably the Gaza region of Israel, Yemen at the southern end of the Red Sea, and home of Ansar Allah, also known as the Houthi. Considering their reach across, and guess what? It's what it said, the Red Sea. You got a lot of things happening right there over in the Red Sea now. When the Lord is attacking, like America's being attacked, and that's through the Spirit. If you really think about it, what happened in the first Exodus with the Red Sea? A lot of Egyptians is buried underneath it there. All right, the Egyptians, the water, the Red Sea opened us up for us to cross through on the first Exodus, and the Lord swallowed as this freak ass what's this guy name? TD Snakes. We've been getting on him for a long time. Look, everything happened. He got swallowed. But nah, the Egyptians got swallowed up in that in the Red Sea, man. And the modern day Egyptians is what? These the modern day Egyptians is America, man. Anyway, let's keep going. Forgive me. It says, considering their reach across the region, Iran. Kind of TD. That's right, brother. TD fakes. It says, considering their reach across the region, Iran either directly or indirectly and instructed that action be taken on October 7, 2023. See, now we're getting into the meat. We're getting into the good part, This is going back. So we're looking at 45 years of confrontation. All right. And them going through it, going back and forth. It says on the day Hamas led a charge of gunmen to Israel. See that? While also firing thousands of rockets across the border. At the end of the day, more than 1,200 people had been killed, with an estimated 250 people taken hostage and dragged back to Gaza, to the Gaza Strip. See, so these people, hey man, they not playing. All right, but this is all prophecy, man. All right, it says Israel responded by flooding troops into Gaza to search for and rescue the hostages, as well as to avenge the attack on its people. With Israel focused on Gaza, the Gaza regions, and Hezbollah began to strike Israel from southern Lebanon and western Syria. All right, it says, based on the ties of these groups to Iran and Iran's hatred for the U.S. Yo, and it says the nations are mad, man. So they hate this place. It says some experts are contending that these attacks are the first steps in the attempt by Iran to goad the U.S. into war. You see that, man, going into what? What I said. Uh, Obadiah. Matter of fact, when it says all the people that was at Confederacy, so, they hate thee, man. You know, so all these people, I'm gonna get that after I finish reading this article. You know, because they're baiting America as a miss. It's time for America's judgment, man. At the end of the day, that's the bottom line, point blank, period. America's judgment is at hand, man. It says, and these steps did not result in a direct engagement by the U.S. Houthi forces in Yemen began attacking and hijacking commercial ships in the Red Sea. See, and that's going to cause what? A famine, man. It's going to cause a lack of resources and all that. It says to help prevent the escalation of this U.S. and U.K. warships were deployed to the area and then began coming under fire themselves. You see that? Yo, this place is done, man. It says, similarly, a U.S. Military base in Jordan was attacked on January 28th by drones from the Islamic resistance in Iraq. The attack killed 3. See that? And the attack killed 3 U.S. soldiers and injured 40 others. This group and others backed by Iran have also stepped up attacks on U.S. bases in Iraq. If this situation continues to escalate, it will result in war between the U.S. and Iran that has been brewing for the better part of the past 45 years. All right. So this is a lot of tension between these two places, man. All right. Matter of fact, let me grab a couple precepts the brother put up here earlier. The beloved brother, Warrior Yahweh Shai, Warrior Yahweh. It says, this is Ezekiel chapter 37-4. It says, then he said to me, prophesy to these bones and say to them, dry bones, hear the word of Yahweh. And that's going into what? Israel waking up, man. Our people. All right, the dry bones. Which Malcolm X, he did a speech on that. The Valley of the Dry Bones. All right, but let me grab this real quick. Let me get out of here. Obadiah. Salakia. 1 second. Obadiah. The beloved prophet Obadiah. Alright, hold on. Get that. KJV. Obadiah, chapter 1. Here we go. We ended on this. Hey, Shalom, bro. Y'all Bashir Shalom, Bashir Kakadas Brakatah. This is Obadiah, chapter 1 and 7. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. And yo, the Lord, yo, he's bringing like these other nations. Like they tied. They was peaceful with America. They was once allies and all that, but now they like, man, F that. You know, just a time for war, man. We are in the time of war. All right. And these other nations, they're not playing. And guess who's going to be ruling next? Yasser Allah, man. So-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, starting with, the elect. All right, it's all about the elect and the 1/3 right here in Babylon. The greatest deliverance is going to come right here where we standing at, and the greatest destruction. All right. So Lord's willing, this was edifying. But y'all, that's why because of that article mentioned them being drawn into the war. You know, they drawing America out, man. You know, because they're sick of them. I like to bring up now because it's just that time. Like I said, let the weak say that I'm strong. So these other nations that were considered to be weak, they're like, nah, f that. They're like, you got weapons, we got weapons too. You got missiles, they got missiles too. You know, so ain't nobody scared of the big bad bully. Like when I'm looking at it, say the Broad Street Bully over there, the Flyers, But hey man, this place is done. So with that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Arachakwadash. Double honors to the apostle, the elders, a great millstone, charges of truth, honor citations to the elect. So the next lesson, I'm gonna say Mawafu Babu Bar, Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.